Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, where we are going to build a reservoir for our pumps to go in here. However, we do have a small problem. Well, a couple of problems. You may notice our population is a little bit low. Lots of kids coming in. We had a dehydration, which led to rapid dieting by our beavers. Basically, I've taken this water source here, and sealed it off, so it's no longer pouring in here, which means this is the only place the water's going down. So when this seals off, because the contamination is down here, the water comes down here, straight across to here, seals this off, and then just sits here. And then the rest of the water comes down here. So the water in here never gets cleaned. It stays bad water for all time, which means this never opens, which means this never overflows, which means this never gets any water in it. So, yeah. We ran out of water. Our carrots ran out. I did notice it. The carrots were very low. The carrots are better now because I built a second warehouse. But the carrots were very low, to the point where I went down to sub 20 beavers. That's where we got to. Sub 20 beavers. I've turned everything else off. Things are back on now, but I turned everything off. Literally all the water, everything, and they just had beavers working in the fields, just to try and get the crops going again when I turned this on. And how did I fix it? Like this. I came over here and I put in levees over here. We built this. We mass built this. I just get on with it. Build this. And this seals, which means any water that comes from here, comes down here, comes along here, into here, hits this, and then obviously can only go this way to cleanse the water out here. So this will open, or this way to come this way. And I've changed this to now be 1%. So this must be basically completely clear before this goes, which means it takes some water with it. So. But the water now stays around here and does things and fills this pond up, and then away it goes. So we are good. We are good. I have noticed there's a lot of bad water in here though, so I might change this to be. No, it kind of needs to be about 10%, doesn't it? Because it's not. We can't kind of be picky on it. So, but the water is looking a bit murky. So yeah, but it's okay. Once it flushes through, it will flush through down to here, and it does work because obviously we now have water in here, so that's fine. So I don't know how many seasons went by. Obviously I've been playing the game at super speed. I don't know how many went by for this to dry out, but obviously this was opening here. This one was opening here with these, but these two were not. So not enough water was coming down to fill this area before the next drought come along before that. So yeah, but okay. We want to build a reservoir, so we have this to be built here, which will be fine. This will be all done here, working here. I had some comments on the last episode, a couple about why are we not just pumping out of the rivers that's coming here. I don't want to pump out of the rivers here because this might empty, which then means we don't have water being pumped and we don't have water filling our crops. So I'd much rather have an independent one that fills here, and then we can pump out of that one, and then leave the tanks alone. However, I have just kind of realized I actually want to have this go to the top and then pour from the top down, because I want all the three of them, like this tank, the tank's over here, and the tank that's going to be here for pumping water, to fill at the same time. I want this to be, and then split evenly between them. So I don't want to have an output here. I do actually want to build this all the way up to the top. Awesome. Okay, let's do that. What I am going to do, however, is I'm going to do this. Not sure how high I have to go. It's a shame when you hold X and it does this this lovely left and right thing. It doesn't, but like I'm here and you see it's highlighting up here. That's definitely not right, because it's not on the same level I'm on. I kind of wish it would show you the level you're on. You know, like if it's on the level, it'd be a slightly different color. Although it kind of is. It's actually, if it's it does. It does. If you're on the same level, it's a solid. If you're not, it's a dotted one. Okay, that's cool. So that tells me I need to go up some more, and now I'm on the same level. I never noticed that before. That's cool. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. I wish it would do that. It does do that. Hey. Right. Okay. The reason I want to do that is because I've had beavers stranded. So if I do this, let's get rid of those top two there. Hold on. Then they're going to build these three here, these back all the way to the top. Then they'll build these ones. At least I hope so. So I'm also going to change this to be very low, so they don't do those. So yeah. And then we want to reach over to this here. This should all be lined up here. Let's oh, we went too high. Ah, yes. I may have messed this up. This tower needs to be taller, doesn't it? Because if I put that in there to connect to that one, oh, it's got to go down by one more as well. Put that in there to connect to that one, then the water's going to come out of that hole there. Okay, so this tower needs to be actually technically one larger on the edge. I could, you can cheat now and use dirt to do things and stuff. So you know, we could do this and then put. Can I build this high? Oh, dirt cannot go that high. Okay, so I can't build dirt. I can't put dirt at the top, so I can't even cheat with the dirt. But I could put in. Well, I couldn't do this either. I couldn't do that, and then on top because we still need to seal the thing in front of it. So yeah, I can't do that, and then put that one in front of it. That one in front of it like that. Oh. Because there's still a hole there. Okay. This tower requires some more support structures around it. You can't do it one wide. See, that's why I was doing it 3 wide. I knew there was a reason, but then 3 wide wouldn't work either because we'd have to come out by this side by 1. Although 3 wide would work because then I could seal the center off and do that. So yeah. Okay, so making it 3 wide, there was a reason behind that. I didn't plan the reason behind it. I will admit that. I didn't plan it, but yeah, it would allow me to do it. So what I need to do is basically run levees all the way up here, or we could do platforms, I suppose, all the way up. But I really don't want to do that. No. Yeah. I can't put these in because you can't put those in with stuff around them, unfortunately. It doesn't let you put those in like that, and the same with these. I can't do it that way because the block is considered solid, so there's no way I can get something in here to support this like this way. I think the reason I had this like this is because the tank was bigger and the tank would connect to it. But I now can't do that, even if I wanted to, because we can't get up that high, and if I did that, the water would pour from inside here down. And I can't get even a sluice or something in there, can I? No, you can't. You simply, oh, that's not a sluice. That one there. You simply can't build underneath these things. They even though they're an overhang, they take up a solid block. They take up a whole block. So yeah. Okay. I guess the tower needs to just have another set of levees up the side like this, basically. That's all I've got to do. Ooh. Like this. I think one more. And then we one shorter, put that in there. Oh, I need 3 of them, don't I? Yeah, so this tower's going to have to be... I like that. It showed you the size you're building now. So if you didn't, it shows you the size, so you know how big you're building now, which is fantastic and wonderful and brilliant, and I love it fantastically. But please, can you move these tooltips out the damn way? Can you move these out of the way? So, some of them take ridiculous amounts of space up. Where was the one that takes the biggest space up? What was? Look how much space is used in that. I can't remember which. There was one that was ridiculously big, wasn't there? What was it? What one was it that did the whole? Can't find it now. There. Look at that. Look at the amount of screen space that tooltip is taking up. Put the tooltips over here. Put them over here. Put them to the right corner of the screen. Leave this here. This is fine. Just this here. Put it over there, and then put this rotate thing above it here. That takes up that much space. Put them, and then put the little spin above it. Little, because that's yeah. That's yeah. Please, listen, devs, listen. Okay. Right, so. Oop. Levies go there, levies go there. Okay. You want to have a levy there. Now, yep, you want to have a levy there. You then want to have, you don't want to have a sluice here because you don't need a sluice here. You want to have impermeable floor on the flooring there. You do want to be sealed off though. We can go one higher on this. But then we want to put in a platform all the way along. And then I want to seal this off with levees on top, like this. Boom. There you go. Okay. It looks a little weird once you get to the top there, but I can't do anything about that. Because it's just not. Yeah, because you can't make, you can't put a block underneath this, and there's no thing I can do to put something underneath it to make it a solid sort of thing. So yeah, so it's called an overhang, but it uses the entire block, so you can't. Yeah, it's yeah, it's a boo that doesn't use that up there. So yeah. So that's that side. The other side would be exactly the same as that, so we'd have to extend this out even further again. But then the front needs to have an extension like that as well, because yeah, we're going to need to have a thing. Maybe not though. Maybe the front can. We don't need that because we don't need an overhang for the front. You know, I'm really not sure I like that. I'm really not sure. I might just put triple platforms in. Like going up. There's no way I can just have this in here because the water will pour out, which is annoying. Can't build dirt up that high, so we can't use a dirt bridge. It just, I don't like that. I just don't like the look of it. It's not, I don't like it. I don't like it. How can I fix that? Unless I make this tower just bigger, like make it chunkier. I don't think I can. I don't think there's any way to do that. Or have this bigger and have this, because this has got it in it as well. Don't get me wrong. This has got if we come back out here, Where are we? That's the tower here. So it's got the 3 here, but it's not, because of the side bits, it's not visible. So yeah. All right. So we've got overhanging dirt blocks. You can put dirt blocks on the edge of dirt blocks like this. Look, we can do that. Let's do it with levees. Come on, let's do it with levees. So I can build out with levees. Let me do it with levees, please. Let me be able to go out 3 away from the edge of a levee, so I can just build an archway. I can build a beautiful archway there if I could do it with levees. That'd be very nice. Yeah. And now dirt overhangs like that. There's no reason why levees can't. That doesn't. They should be able to follow the same rule. They really should. They really should. Anyway, that's how it's just gonna have to go. I can't do anything about that. There's no way I can. Like, I couldn't put one in and then connect up to it because there's no. Yeah, there's no way for me to do it. If I came in by one to put it in the center here, the only place I could block it would be the center block, and I can't block it on the center block. It doesn't. That doesn't allow me to do that, and I can't put a levee on the outside of it to block it because you can't put levees underneath the underneath these guys. So you can only block it from behind. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I wouldn't be able to do a 3 by 3, but I could come back here and go out by 2, up to 2, 2, and build a lovely archway with levees. Wouldn't have to use the overhangs at all. So yeah. Yeah, and I need to do the corner ones as well. I can't not do the corner ones because we need these supported here. So although we could potentially go out by 2, put a platform on top of that and then build off the platform, I suppose, but I kind of don't want to do that either. Yeah, what I need is either levee to connect to 3, which I think is the most obvious way of doing things, that they should be able to do that, or I need impermeable wall. I need impermeable wall, which is technically a levee, but I need it to be able to place it on here. So not under here. I need to be able to replace this part of the overhang with a levee. So just, yeah, let us do levees out the same way as dirt does it. So that'd be nice, but we're gonna go with this. This is what we're gonna go with. That's fine. Can we do something different on this side? Not really. Not really. I mean, sort of, but I mean, on this side, what if we went up like this? And then we put in that, and then we put in one of those. That is technically too high. Yeah, it's too high. Because it wouldn't reach out far enough anyway. But then we could, what I was trying to do there was I could put these on like this, but that is too high. We need to go one lower than that. And I can't go one lower than that because of, yeah. I have put a double in there, which just makes it look really bizarre that it's got 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 9, 7 stacks and half a banana here, and yeah, yeah, and then we can connect like this, I suppose. That just looks bad. That just looks bad. It just looks bad. Let's not do that. I would like a metal platform that is a 1x3. That would also be nice to have. All these things I want, which we can get with mods, but I'm not modding this because we're still experimental. And modding experimental has been bad for me in the past, so we're not doing that. So anyway, they want to build that there, so let's build this thing here we want to build. So we're going to go with levee bottom, and we're going to start there. No, we're not going to start there. We're going to come up by a load. So what I want to do is, I don't want, the top wants to be the same height as this. Okay, and we want it to be at least 2 deep. So I think that was the wrong button. That is correct. We are at the correct height now, aren't we? No, we're not. Now we're at the correct height there. So that is the same height as that there. Okay. So I want to go down by 3. I want to say put in a 5x5 platform that does indeed connect to the edge there and connect to the edge of my one here, which is beautiful. And then if we was to put in levees, just like this, for instance, 2, just 2, is that right? No, so it's got to be 3. That puts us the same height as this here. And then we put in platforms like that. And then the water pumps will go inside here. I want to do that, so we're going to get rid of the center ones here. And I want to put the water pumps in 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like that. And then the water will come from here and will pour down into here, and the pumps can pump out of it. But the tank wants to be bigger than that. The tank wants to also be over here with a on top of it like that. Ba-dum, ba-dum. And it's going to have levees all around it. It's not going to work, is it? No, because I need levees on the backside to get this extra pump in. Oh, that's we could go a long ways. We could go a long ways. It's fine. It'll still work. But let's get rid of this here. Get rid of that and that. Oh. No, it won't work. That won't work because the back would be up against the if I put the pumps in here, the doors would be up against the edge there. But that's got to come forward by 1. Which means these guys have got to sit here, which isn't a problem actually for them sitting there because there will be stuff on this side. There'll be thing on this side, so that's not a major problem. The problem to this is that I do now need to have the water coming out of here and pouring down into here. And although I could get rid of this one bit here, and the water could flow down into there, not a problem. Then we just go like this. And the water pumps sit here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the other ones will sit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. Although I do need to get down the side of it, so actually I'd have to flip them round. And the pumps have to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I need a path to get down the side. If we did that and then flipped it, that still wouldn't allow us to have a path down the side, would it? No, it would not. That's why I wanted to do it long ways, because if we did it long ways, then we can put a pump here. Well, there, and then there. We can only put three pumps in if we did it that way. Huh. Okay. It also doesn't want to be 3 deep. I don't know why I made it 3 deep. It wants to be 2 deep. I made it 3 deep, so now the pump won't actually reach to the bottom. So I need to be 2 deep. But that technically wants to come up by 1 anyway, all the way along. So let's change that. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. There we go. Up by 1 more. Let's also figure out where this one's going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Okay. Like a 2 deep explosion there. Put that in there, and then we put that, and then there'll be 1 more here. Yep. Up to the top of the tower. Then we will figure it out from there. Okay, so that is, we have a plan. We do indeed have a plan. I can get rid of this one and put a sluice in here, which is going outwards. So that's going to let water out here, and then we'll just change the height to wherever we want to go to. So it wants to be 18. Let's go 17.75. That fills it up to 3/4 full. Still 3 high. That's not right, because we want to go 1, 2, don't we? Just 2 high. Yeah. So you actually want to go 17. You want to go down to, well, it's technically 17 to where we want to fill 2, but I don't want this ever overflowing. So we'll go down to 16.95. That should be enough. And then we get rid of these 2 here. Could technically get rid of even more here to allow us to put more in, but okay. Okay. That there. Let's increase this one here. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Designing the water reservoir, they're going to put on. So I need to let this get built here, and this has been an episode of me just building this, and I haven't realised because 28 minutes have gone by, so that's what we're going to go with. Okay. Okay, you're still flowing through here. You're still pushing. So you're not pushing the this is what happened here. So this is mixing with the bad side, so it's all flooding out here right now. But eventually these will open. These are open, which means water's allowed to flow in here. But because water is still flowing out here, yeah, because it's taking its time. And we're already 2 days into it, so I probably need to change this. Does it tell me what the contamination is? 9%. So can we change this to be like 9%? Close below 9%. And you close above. So you're letting some bad water in here, but yeah, I need to play with this a bit more. There we go. The water's coming down here now. This is fine. So the good water's coming down here. This is going fine here. This is only temporary. This does not need to be here. This is going to be our main fix later for the water. So, but anyway, let's leave it on here. Let's come back next time and carry on from there. thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again next one. Until then, as always, have fun.